Hello, you are welcome back to my channel, and this is Tom's Kitchen. In today's recipe, we are making baked meat pie. I bring you all the details of how you make your meat pie that it will look very flaky, like how you are seeing in the video, and the filling too as well. This is two in one. So let's get into the recipe. I have beef or cow meat, so I put it into water for some time just to reduce the blood. I will then go ahead and cut it into pieces. If you watch my previous video of how to fry a meat pie, that one I have ground the beef, but this one I want to enjoy some chunks when biting or enjoying it. With the protein, you can use any protein of your choice. After cutting it, I will set it aside and I will then continue with the vegetables. With the vegetables, I am using garlic, ginger, scallions, red and white onion. So I continue to grate the ginger and the garlic. After prepping the vegetables, I will set it also aside and I'll bring a saucepan to a heat. I will then add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, but you can use any oil of your choice. Then I add some of the onion into the oil and I will stir it to saute for some time before I will continue with the other step. I then add in star anise, powdered pepper, coriander. You can use any seasonings of your choice. After some few minutes, I add in the protein. I will then continue to stir it until the season has get into the protein. Then I'll follow with the ginger and garlic that I grated, some salt, and stir it again. I am doing this on a high heat. My heat is at 5, so get note of that. After I stir it for some time, I allow it to simmer. Then I add water to it. The water that I will add to it has to get to the level of the protein. Then cover it and allow it to cook until the meat is tender. Into a different bowl, I add water and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I will mix it and set it aside and use it as a thickener. I like the texture that the cornstarch gave me more than the flour. I now check on the protein if the protein is well cooked or tender. And as you can see, the water has reduced. This is the moment that you have to taste if the salt is okay. When the salt is less, you can still add some to it. Or whatever is missing in your filling, you can add it to it. Then I followed with the mixed starch and I reduced the heat to 3. So I will stir it until everything is combined and I will allow it to cook together for about 5 minutes. After that, I will turn the heat off and I will allow it to cool down completely. Whilst we are waiting for the filling to cool down, I then start by mixing the crust. I add 3 cups of flour. I am using all-purpose flour. I add butter to it. This is unsalted butter with some shortening. If you live in Ghana and you are using margarine, then divide the measurement of the butter that I'm using into half and use only half of it because the margarine in Ghana contain a lot of fat. I would like to ask if you have already followed my page or subscribed to my channel. If you haven't done it yet, then kindly follow my page, subscribe to my channel, or you can also click on the notification bell. And by doing that, whenever I uploaded a new video, you will be the first person to be notified or to see my new videos. And to my old followers, thank you for always engaging in all my videos. And to my new followers, you are welcome to Tom's Kitchen. After mixing everything, I will put it together and look at how soft and fluffy the dough look. I did not add any water to it. I will wrap it and put it in the refrigerator to continue cooling because the butter that I use, if it is under a room temperature, it will keep melting. But I think margarine that we have in Ghana doesn't work like that. So it won't be a problem if you use a margarine. It will also work out very good. Let's check on the filling if it has cooled down completely. And as you can see, it has totally cooled down. So what I'll do is I will add in the vegetables and I will mix everything together. After mixing it, I will set it aside and continue to work on the dough. Dust your working surface and put the dough on it. Sprinkle a bit of flour on top of the dough and use the rolling pin to work on it. After working on the dough, I will use a bowl to cut it. You can use a mug or a cup to cut it and it will work out also good because the dough is very soft, I would say, and it is easy to cut. After cutting it, I'll put my finger into a water and I'll use it to wet the edges, and that is what I'll use as a sealer to seal the pie. Then I scoop some of the filling and I put it at the middle. With this pie, I fill it very well. After filling it, raise the other edge and bring it on top of it. Because we want a flaky pastries, the dough is a bit soft, so you have to take your time to do it. If not, it will break. And because there is a filling inside it, it is very heavy. So I will use my cutting tool to raise it. If not, it will break, and I don't want that. I hope you give this recipe a try. Let me know at the comment section. After that, I will repeat the process until I finish everything. Over here, as you can see, I raised the dough and see if the under is dry, but it seems it has stick on the working surface, so I'll use a bit of flour and pass the working to under it, and I'll roll it again. And by doing that, it will be easy to raise it, and after filling it, you can cover it very nicely. I will then crack one egg into a bowl and I will mix it and use it to brush the surface. And that is what will also help the golden color to pop out very nicely. Whilst I'm doing this, I turn on my oven at 180 degrees to be preheating. And after brushing it, I'll put it in the oven to bake at 45 minutes. And after baking it, this is what we have. After baking it, I allow the air to blow over it before I remove it from the baking paper. And just look at what we have. I cannot even wait to start enjoying mine. So look, very flaky, very flavorful, very tasty. Give it a try and thank me later. Look at how it's breaking. I hope you enjoy watching the video. Then give it a credit by clicking on the liking button. You can also share the recipe, and by doing that, it will save on your phone and you are invited. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.